Hi. Uh, Today I'd like to communicate something to you. My involvement with the YSC and the Tour de Pink has been a rather wonderful one, and I have never seen such a group of participants in an event that were so supportive of each other. It's just wonderful how you all really back each other and want to see each other have a lot of fun, and I think you do. But today I want to talk about something that I've observed ever since I started, 2006, 7, something like that. And it's that we have as many as 250 riders out on the course at one time, and yet many riders seem to ride alone. Now, I can understand some of your hesitancy to ride close to each other because of you're not too practiced at it in the sense of like a racer might be, where you feel comfortable riding next to each other, bumping shoulders and knocking hands and being tough guys. But I think that there's a certain amount that you shouldn't be riding alone. I mean, with 250, maybe 150 to 250 people over a distance of 100 miles, there's plenty of space for you to be riding at least near someone enough to have some conversation and or help each other. So what I'm going to try to do in this video, and I've prepared some slides to demonstrate my thoughts, I want to help you to compromise some of the hesitancies you might have, and to learn to ride together. I got to read from my notes. Once you find out that you can do this, you'll enjoy the ride that much more, because you really will help each other. You've all heard the term drafting, and in cycling that's when two riders ride up real close to each other, and as much as 30% of the energy required to go at a certain speed can be saved by sitting in the draft of the rider in the front. And alternately, these riders will take turns and share that load, and between the two of them, or 3 or 4 or 5, or as many as 25 or 30, can benefit from riding together. So I'm going to get on with the video, and the first thing I'm going to do is show you one thing that is very important to me and to you, and that is the unacceptable way of riding together. We cannot bulge out into the roadways, take up space, irritate motorists, and put ourselves in jeopardy. So most of the states that I know that we've ridden in have laws regarding cycling, and they're actually ordinances and laws. And I'm going to say that simply 2 abreast maximum when it's safe to do so. And sometimes when it's really crowded on the roads and there might be a lot of other vehicular traffic, that's the time when you single out, for your own safety and for the safety of those around you, you single out so that you ride behind one another, so that there's plenty of room on the road to share with both motorists and cyclists. So with that, I'll show you the unacceptable thing. Don't ride like that, okay? So let's get on with the rest of the video. Okay, now once things settle down and we leave the start area and we're on the road, things have a way of gravitating to settle themselves down to like riders, or with equal ability, sort of near each other. And that's when you make your selection and you ride with people that are at the same, say, capabilities and speed as you. And there's an old expression in cycling: you got 2 people and 4 wheels, you have a race. Well, we don't have a race. What you want to do is find somebody who's somewhat in the same level of capability as you, and you sort of agree to ride with each other. And you do that very subtly, and you ride along to help each other to make sure that you do stay somewhat in contact with each other. And that means that one person, no two people are exactly the same. One person rides a little bit slower to allow the person behind to stay in contact, and the person behind is also obligated to put a little more effort in to make sure that he or she is riding up with the other person. So the bottom line effect is that you both go along at a pretty good rate of speed. So now let's look at how two people can ride together.
Okay, here we have two riders riding along behind each other. The front rider pulls off, allows the second rider to go through, pulls back in behind the other rider, and off they go. So now let's see what this looks like in real life. Okay, the rider, I am riding at a safe distance, maybe 10, 15 feet behind the rider in front of me, so that I can see what's going on. And there's plenty of room between the two of us for me to see obstacles, get hand signals, and a car goes by on the other side waiting. I can see it. Now, as we approach a hill, obviously the lead rider slows down a little bit. I pull up very close and just sit on the wheel a little bit, and then I fade back again and allow her to continue. So you can ride like this all day. I could have passed by her. She could let me go through.
Nice day. Nice day.
Far behind us.
Huh?
Far behind us.
Okay.
Such a nice day.
Yeah, beautiful day, and I think it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow, so we got a better day today. All right. How far do you think we're going to go today? 110? Okay.
Easy on me, Dad.
Okay, now these same principles can be applied to more than two riders. You can go threes, fours, whatever. And here's some graphics on how that can happen and what you can do to exchange and keep your speed up and work on from there.
Okay, well now you've had the really abbreviated version on how to ride in a pace line and work with each other. And just remember, the thing is you're riding for the other person as well as yourself, and you want to help. And I hope that you enjoy and have a good, safe, and happy Tour de Pink, and I'll see you on the course.